Do you ever feel that your life is so busy or your business is so crazy that you couldn't possibly afford to take any time off and get away? Well, what if getting away from that crazy environment and some of your day-to-day routines could actually increase your creativity and productivity and your ability to actually create something that you really want to do, something you want to achieve, maybe a big goal or dream? Hi, everyone. My name is Barbara Edie, and I'm the author of a book called Creating the Impossible: What It Takes to Bring Your Vision to Life. And recently, I was watching a TED Talk by this amazing New York designer called Stefan Segmeister. And the talk was called The Power of Time Off. And what Stefan does is he's a very successful designer, but every few years, he actually steps away from his New York studio, doesn't take any clients, and for an entire year, takes a sabbatical of what he calls enforced inspiration. So for 1 year, he goes away somewhere. And I think Bali was the one where he was talking about in this particular situation. And so he goes somewhere like Bali for an entire year. But when he comes back to New York City, he's completely energized. He's unbelievably productive, and he creates some of his best work and most innovative designs. And you should look him up because his designs are extraordinary. They're very unusual, but they are amazing. So the whole point he's making is that by actually taking time away, he can do more, do it better, and increase not only his creativity, but his business and his visibility and his love for his work. So I want to give you a personal example of that. Something very similar happened to me when I chose to take some very important time off. I was actually struggling writing the manuscript for the book I just mentioned, Creating the Impossible. And I met a mentor online who was doing this amazing transformational program called Meet Your Writer's Genius. And it was going to be 2 weeks that I would need to go away to take this program. And it was happening in Swaziland, which was also very unusual. So not only did I have to take time away from my office and work, I had to figure out how to get to Swaziland, which is an amazing place in Africa, by the way. And anyway, I made that decision. And when I decided to take that time for me and actually move away from the patterns and the usual routine I had been doing, and just focus and free up the space and energy to look at things in a new way, in a new place, here's what happened. Absolute magic, really. One of the most important things that happened is I got the ideas and the actions during that retreat to publish my book. Just a few months after that retreat, I returned to Canada, rewrote my manuscript, found an editor, and ended up publishing what became an Amazon bestseller. So that was an amazing benefit of taking the time off to really focus on something I wanted to create. But there were other equally powerful, in some ways perhaps more powerful, benefits. The second benefit of going away and being with other people in a new place and new experiences is I fell in love with my life again. I do love travel, but it wasn't even that I had to travel to a new place, but in that space where I met these amazing like-minded souls doing something that I was also interested in doing, working on their creativity, creating some amazing projects, but it was also being surrounded by the energy of nature where we were, and the wildlife and the culture. So again, that really helped me fall in love again with what nourishes my mind, body, and spirit. And that is nature, new experiences, being with a community of amazing people who are all interested in doing a lot of the same things, inspiring things. So that was the power of my own personal getaway a few years ago. But the same has happened for clients of mine when they've done workshops or mini retreats with me, and they've come up with an inspired action to actually go away and do something out of their usual comfort zone and certainly out of their usual environment, away from distraction, away from the old patterns, old emotions, and the other things that can take us off track. And so what one of my clients said to me is, after she took an amazing journey, like I did, to Africa, is it actually opened up a new path of personal transformation for her. And her life has been changed since that time. And that was similar to my experience. As I said to you, I connected with an amazing community of people. And because of some of the people I met in Swaziland, I've been able to return to Africa 4 or 5 times since then to do work with many of those people that I met. Work or other purposeful trips, such as climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, volunteering at the Kenya Children's Home where I was for a few months, going on other safaris, staying with them in their homes, all kinds of work and personal experiences that would not have happened had I not made the decision to just take some time away. And that's the real intention of this upcoming retreat that I have created in Mallorca, Spain. And the intention is not only to provide you with space and a new environment to create new ideas and insights and tap into your own intuition on how you might create something that you really want to achieve. But the other part of the intention, which to me is equally important, is again creating this community, this soul tribe of like-minded people who can give you the support and the resources, perhaps their own intuitive ideas to really help you co-create something amazing. So it's a community of like-minded souls, as well as an amazing space to free your mind and expand your soul. That's the short essence of what this retreat is about. And again, it's the power of just taking time for you, taking time to get away, to do less, to create more. Because we're often conditioned or told that we have to work harder. We have to put more time in to get what we want. And that's not always the case. Sometimes stepping away, that's why it's called a retreat. Sometimes stepping away to give yourself the space and the opportunity. I call it opening a portal for new ideas and opportunities and new connections to appear. That is what's really going to move you forward. That's what's going to fast track your dream and accelerate your creativity and create some potentially life-changing connections. So if that resonates with you, fabulous. I would love to see you in Mallorca. And in order to register for the retreat, you can click on the link next to this video, or you can also go to my website, barbaraedie.com/Mallorca, and Mallorca is MALLORCA, barbaraedie.com/Mallorca. You can register there, or again, click on the link beside this video, And I would love to see you in Spain and enjoy taking some time off with you and making some amazing connections and insights and truly creating a soul expanding experience. Thank you. And again, register if this resonates with you. Hit the button, come to Mallorca, and yeah, let's enjoy the power of some incredible time off. Thank you.